Alright, day 2 of my 5-day series, and today we're doing the parable of the mustard seed. And it says, "Again he said, what shall we say the kingdom of God is like, or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest seed you plant in the ground. Yet when planted, it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants, with such big branches that the birds of the air can perch in its shade." With many similar parables, Jesus spoke the word to them as much as they could understand. He did not say anything to them without using a parable. But when he was alone with his own disciples, he explained everything. So the mustard seed, like he said, is the smallest seed that you can plant in the garden. And you can't just leave it there for a day and it suddenly becomes the largest seed in the garden. That's not what happens. It takes time, as many of you, if any of y'all have planted anything in the ground before, you would know that. Because it takes a lot of time for any plant to grow. Just like it takes the idea of the belief of the kingdom of God to grow. Because it starts out small. Say I tell one person about the kingdom of God. That starts out small because it's only one person. But then that person will tell another person. It's getting bigger. That person's going to tell another person. It's getting bigger. And the same pattern repeats over time. And it gets larger and larger and larger. And eventually it becomes such a large idea that everyone in the world should hear about it. But not everyone in the world has heard about it. That's the thing. Not everyone's heard about it, so we're still in the growing process. We haven't quite reached the tallest. We haven't reached the tallest plant in the garden yet. And the only way that the idea can be spread is if we tell other people about it, which is in fact the reason we're on this earth in the first place. That's day 2 of my 5-day series covering parables. The parable of the mustard seed.